When this train is traveling, it travels at one speed for the first part of the trip, and then it changes and it slows down to 48 miles per hour. So we're going to use that information to try to figure out how long it's going to take us to do the entire trip. So I used the graph to figure out how many miles it had gone in the first part of the trip. And so I did that. You can see I read across and I realized that at 4 hours it had gone 220 miles, and I knew that I was reading until right there on the graph, because that's where the graph sort of like broke and it started going a different direction. And then I looked at that different direction part, the part where it changed the speed to 48 miles an hour. And I thought about, okay, how much longer do I have to go? Like, how much further? And so I took the total distance. It said in the problem that it was 320 miles total. And I took away the 220 that I knew we had already covered in the first part. So I knew I had 100 left to go, and I also knew that now it was going to be traveling at a constant speed of 48 miles per hour. Setting up an equation of 100 equals 48 times x allowed me to then solve for x. And so I had 2.1 is approximately equal to x. So what do I do with that? Well, now I need to add. So I have 4 hours from the first part of the trip plus this approximation, that's 2.1 from the second part of the trip. And so it's going to take the train about 6.1 hours to make the entire trip.